The Last Lullaby. The singing started at sunset. Maya had heard the local legends about the mountain caves, of course. The tourist pamphlets called them the Singing Caves and claimed they produced strange acoustic effects at dusk. But as she stood frozen on the hiking trail, watching the last rays of sunlight bleed from the sky, she knew this was no natural phenomenon. The voices were beautiful, impossibly beautiful. They wove together in harmonies that shouldn't exist in nature, notes that stretched beyond human vocal ranges. The melody felt ancient, like something that had been old when the mountains themselves were young. Her body swayed involuntarily. Each note seemed to pull at something deep in her chest, urging her forward. Her hiking partner, David, was already walking toward the cave entrance, his movements jerky and unnatural, like a puppet on strings. "David, stop!" Her voice sounded flat and wrong against the ethereal chorus. He didn't turn around. In the deepening darkness, she could see other shapes moving on the trail, other hikers, all walking with that same broken marionette gait toward the largest cave. The singing grew louder, and Maya felt tears running down her face. It was beautiful, yes, but there was something else underneath the melody now. A wet, grinding sound, like stones being crushed between massive teeth. A flash of movement caught her eye. Something huge shifted in the cave entrance, something that shouldn't have been able to fit. In the last light of day, she saw gray, mottled skin stretched over bulbous forms, fingers longer than her entire body that curved around the cave mouth. The fingers were tapping in rhythm to the song. Then she saw the bodies. Half buried in the scree at the cave's entrance were backpacks, climbing gear, and bones. So many bones, stretched and broken and scattered like discarded toothpicks. The singing changed pitch, and Maya felt her feet begin to move of their own accord. The harmony was inside her head now, resonating in her skull, drowning out her thoughts. As she stumbled forward, she caught a glimpse of what waited in the cave. They were vast, these things that sang. Their mouths opened wider than should be possible, lined with rows of crystalline formations that might have been teeth. They swayed as they sang, their bodies rippling like milk poured into dark water. And all around them were the dancers, former hikers, moving in terrible, broken patterns as the troll's song stripped away everything human inside them. Maya's last coherent thought before the song took her completely was that she finally understood why all the old stories warned against music in the mountains after dark. Some songs weren't meant to end.